Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. For this video, I'm just going to be doing a quick collection update. I feel like doing a collection update every 6 months now, so this will be a quick collection update as of August 5th of 2025. So let's go ahead and show them. And due to how many smoke alarms I have, I'm just going to show all my fire alarms first and then I'll get to the smoke alarms. So let's get right into it, shall we? Open these up. So I'm just gonna start at the bottom row. So I got an integrity remote strobe right here, system sensor mask, Firelight BG10, another one, LSM strobe, Wheelock, Faraday horn strobe, 6227-W I think, Faraday, Notifier BNG1R, another mask, another integrity strobe, 425120 by Simplex, two Wheelock MTs, Firelight BG6, and an integrity chime strobe over there. Up here, we have an Edwards 892-1B001. We have a Spectra Alert Classic down over there. Gentex Commander 1, Wheelock Bell strobe, ESC Genesis, horn only. Wheelock 7002T with the black horn in it. Edwards Genesis strobe only. Genesis speaker strobe, Wheelock low frequency sounder back there. Older ESC integrity. This is one of the HS ones. Siemens ZHMCR, basically a rebranded Wheelock ZNS. Over here, we have a rebranded Gentex mini horn strobe. This one's rebranded by Simplex. We have a Wheelock NS back there, and this is an Edwards 895. Over here, this goofy thing, can't remember the exact model. We have a Gentex GXS back there. Commander 1 remote strobe, Simplex Chevron, but this one is actually rebranded by Couch. Edwards integrity speaker strobe over here. This one's actually enhanced because of the red text, so that's pretty cool. Kidda K270AS SPO, another Gentex GXS, and an Edwards pull station rebranded by Vigilant. This was an adjustable one, but I converted it, so yeah. Newer ESC integrity horn strobe, and I have a 2903 light plate with a 9838 horn. So that's all of my fire alarms, except for one of them that's on my wall right now, and I'll get to that later. And except for smoke detectors, and I'll get to that in a bit. And now we're gonna get to the smoke alarms. Over here is the line cord pyrotector, and this is a Vanguard Smoke Sonic, but direct plug-in. Up here, we have a older style First Alert CO400. This one's expired. Another CO400, but that one's newer. Can COB LCB CA. Never really cared about that one too much. Kidda I-1040, 1275 CA, regular 1275, and over there that's a BRK 1839N. Back here is a Cancio PFI. This Nighthawk carbon monoxide alarm is one of the modern line cord stuff. That one's from '96, by the way, so it does continuous. A Nighthawk Cancio PB3 back there. First Alert FCD3N. Button got jammed for a second. Cancio B LP2. Black & Decker SMK60M3. Cancio B DP2, CO614, Spokey Stone 4002, Cancio P DP, and another Cancio PB3, but this one's newer. And back here, this one's going to take quite a while. So this is a SMI 100 AC, 7020B over there, Cancio some IBA, and Cancio SMB, which was in service in this house before, but I replaced it because it was troublesome during its time. And over here, we have First Alert SA340, another 7020B, but that one's older, and I-9030. Never really cared about that one. And over here, we have an older style 9120B. This one's BRK labeled. Kidda I-9010, BRK 83R. Kidda 20 SAR, never really cared about that one either. I4618 AC, don't care about that one either, and a Cancio PE IC. Over here, HD135F, SA511, Kidde KSA300, a rebranded Probe 401, Firex ADC, and a Family Guard FG88D. Oh, that one's about to fall. There we go. Firex FXC-1, Kidde 10SDR, pretty boring. First Alert SA304, another Nighthawk Cancio PP3, FADC, SA88, and a 912060A. Up here, oh, up here's another fire alarm, I forgot. This is Integrity chime only in white. This is the 900 COAR, Lifesaver 0916, and Kidde 0915. Two 2451 detectors, and under that is a Kidde P3010L. That is a 912060. Right below that, chime only integrity. That is the Code 1 Jameson AD. That is the Simplex addressable smoke. Over here is one of those wiffle ball ones. Do I have anything below that? I don't think I do. Oh yeah, I do. I have another FADC, but that one's actually broken. Up here is another rebranded probe. This is a Kidde K201, rebranded probe 201. Lifesaver 1255, and that pirate detector or whatever it is, 30-77. And right below this 2451 is an 0905. Simplex, another Simplex detector, but this one's conventional. And a Chematron 601 heat detector, basically rebranded Edwards. Pretty destroyed Kidde 1276. This is the module for the Edwards pole. Line core GE, and this GE is an A201-301. I'm below the line core one. So that's all of them in this shelf. This shelf is the one that's going to take forever. Look at how many smoke alarms I have on this shelf. It's pretty crazy. Alright, let's do it. So we got three $2 back here. Never really cared about those at all. Smoke Guard 720. First Alert SA81. Hardwired M-Heart. TC49A. This is the mounting base for it. Master Guard MG300. First Alert Atom P1000, but it's copper. F900D, second gen. Archer, fake SS718 basically. And the TRE. This is an 0908. Over there is the 79R. Vigilante ES7. Teledyne Waterpick D1. And this is the CD200A. And over here is the triangular carbon monoxide alarm. And over here, we have a First Alert CO5120 PDBN, SMCL 100 VAC, Kidde I12020, and down there is the Kidde I120 ADA. Over here, we have a First Alert SA500, one of them. Over here is a SA520, and right below that is a Guardian FB1A. Right over here is a 900 COARV. This is an SA90LT. That's a PI 9010. That is a Cam Susan BA, and right below that is an I9060. Right over here, we have a Kidde I9080 CA, I9040E, that's below that, and then FP80, I9070, and that rare Lifesaver 1285. Bear with me here, things are about to fall. There we go. Alright, that'll have to do right now. Alright, over here, First Alert SA710, SM500V, SCO500, and the P410 LACSW. Never really cared about that P410, honestly. And over here it's just a Kidde I9080 incandescent bulb version. And over here is a 9120B, but this one's much newer. Right below that, 3120B. The Sears 246-50077, SA67B, and First Alert SA86RAC, First Light SA303, 2040 DSR, Jameson Model A, and a 99040. Down here is a Nighthawk can CSMB right here, one of the older ones out there. Another can CSMB, but this one's from 2013, so it's much newer. Nighthawk labeled PI 9000. Can CSM IBCA. Another older can CSMB, this one's from 2004. Has the same guts as this one basically, but different voice. Right over here is the can CSM XTRB 2013. Can CSM IB 2007. Kidda PI 2000. Cancio PIC. Down here is the BRK 2002. Kidda Firenetics Can CSM IB. A lot of people claim that this is the rarest unit I own. Kidda Nighthawk Can CO PPB. A Kidda Can CO BB. And a newer style Can CSM IB. That one's from 2012. Right here is another Can CSM XTRB, but this one's from 2009. Right over here is another Can CSM from 2011. 3050 VDSC 10A. And my very first smoke alarm I ever acquired. My 2007 Can CSM. Down over here, Firex F80CQ, Kidda I126DA, SA150 LTD, FX1218, and below that is the Captain Kelly 941. Over here is the First Alert SA150B. Over here I got my prototype Can CSM. This one's from 2005. This is a Cancio BIC, 3050 VDS 10A, SA4919. Right over here, SA67D, I12080, another SA500, but this one's really flimsy, 7010B, 0918, SC7010B, another 0918 with flashing escape light and diamond horn, Kidda P12040, Firex COE, and Kidda 1276. And those are the alarms on my shelves. I'm now gonna show the alarms that are on my wall and ceiling right now. So this is a Cancio BBLP. It is actually in service right now. It is acting as a temporary carbon monoxide alarm for my room until I get like the display version. And over here we have a Performax GS528A rebranded Citadel, another $2, and a PI 9000 up here. Now, this one is also in service. We have a Gentex Commander 3 on this wall. Oh, I also have this 120 volt system sensor bell. Expired Cancio some IB up here. Another Simplex bell. And then Vanguard heat bell. Another Vanguard heat bell over here. Simplex detector with the heat sensor in it. Vulcan heat bell. 2 Simplex 2904s. And this Federal Signal explosion proof horn. You might have noticed there are also some alarms that are sealed in their packages. Those are spares for the home, just in case if anything goes wrong. So over here I have a Kidda PI 9010, this one's a spare as I said, and a 4th gen Can CSM that's also a spare. So yeah. So obviously I'm also going to go over other alarms that are protecting my house right now. So obviously we got the PI 9000 and the Cancio BBLP in my room. Right in the hallway, we have a Can CSM right here. In this room, we have a PI 9010. In this room, we also have another PI 9010. And we also have a Cancio EG3 in here too. Up here, we have a First Alert SCO5. We have a Can CSM XTRB. Right in the basement stairs, we have Kidda 0918. I might replace this soon with an I9080 just for a brighter escape light, but for now this is here, so yeah. We have another PI 9010. And down here we have another Cancio EG3. Down here we have a Cancio PED. And the final alarm in this house, we have one final CAN USB. So yeah, as you can see, I got a crap ton of alarms over here. My collection is only expanding from here. So yeah, I also got a couple of fire extinguishers too. So yeah, got quite the collection if you ask me. And yes, I still plan on collecting even more for years to come. So yeah, that's gonna do it. And thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.